Every day here on the show, we do a segment called The Big I. It's all about big new ideas and innovations to help with big problems. Well, today we're talking about technology that brings zero gravity down to earth. According to our friends over at CNNMoney.com, injuries from overexertion cost U.S. companies more than $13 billion every single year. So basically, if you've ever held your hands up for a long period of time, yeah, you know how that is. You know how your arms get really tired? Well, now imagine if you were able to hold your arms up for a long time without getting tired. So here to show us all this great new technology is a company called Equipoise. Eric Golden is the CEO. Eric, good to see you.
Thank you.
And we also have Tony Sackstetter. He's the VP of Technology. Tony, let's start with you. I know we have Chad Myers here. He's our model. You're gonna demonstrate a little bit on how this. Tell us how it works while you put it on Chad, so he can get a feel for it.
Okay, this is the XR exoskeletal arm system, and what this does, it provides an attachment to somebody's arm and gives them a little bit extra muscle so that when they're doing their job, doing their work,
gives me lift.
They get a little bit of help.
Okay, so can you put that on?
I'm going to draw. They want me to draw 25 circles without it on.
All right, good luck with that. I'm sure your
now,
arm's
you probably
gonna get
already
tired.
feel a little bit of stress and strain in your shoulder right now.
You know what? I'm thinking about this because I used to install audio equipment underneath the car dashes, and every day my neck would come back and I would be sore just holding up my head trying to install these radios. I can imagine what this would do for someone who had to be strained like that, with the muscles straining all the time. So my circles are good circles, but not exactly worn out. But now, if you take a look, my arm doesn't weigh anything.
So it's being held up by that.
Being held up.
Now,
it's floating.
And think of what if I was carrying a 7-pound drill right now being held up to zero. So I'm going to draw the
Okay, you go back to work. Tony, if you would, I mean, we have actually our cameraman who's shooting this. It's a Steadicam. That's what we call that technology. And this sort of feels like that. This technology helps him hold the camera up that
That's
we're all
right.
on.
I mean, the XR and the Zero G products that we do are all grandchildren of the Steadicam. This is the DNA of this system. And most people don't get much of a chance to look at a Steadicam up close, but you know, what you see is a linkage and a suspension system. And Matt, if you jump up and down a little bit, the camera doesn't shake. And this suspension system just gives us full freedom of motion.
We don't usually ask Matt to jump up and down, but I'm glad you did.
We took that idea of having full freedom of motion, and let's give it to the operator. Let's give it to people who are holding tools.
It feels amazing. It feels
Can I try it?
Yes, absolutely.
You felt like you had
I don't
more
think you have to
strength
do
in your
circles, though.
No, what should I do, X's?
I don't know.
I'll do X's, and we'll play tic-tac-toe.
All right, come on.
Eric, if you would, what sort of applications do you think you could see this technology being used for?
Well, essentially anything where people have to work with their arms outstretched. And it could be a surgeon who has to perform a long operation, or dentists or dental hygienists who have a very high injury rate, or it could be somebody working in a factory or a lab. Just working with your arms outstretched for long periods, you get tired, it affects your precision, and after weeks or years, people can actually require shoulder surgery. So this just gives them more endurance and some more strength.
Now, the auto industry must love this, don't they?
They do. They do. They have our Zero G products holding tools, and this is just the next step in that direction for people with precision work to do.
What if Picasso had this?
Imagine.
Imagine what the paintings may have looked like.
I might start painting with this technology. All right, can you release me?
Just pull your arm out.
Oh, that's it? It's that
slide
simple?
it out. Yep.
All right, so
Very easy.
what does the future hold then for this?
So our next step is actually to take this technology and help people with disabilities who, because of brain injury or people coming back from Iraq or Afghanistan, can't move their arms fully. And so we would love to help people improve their quality of life. A little further down the road, we envision having a whole suit that will help senior citizens or disabled people walk and move their arms and really improve their daily lives.
So can anybody get this, and how much does it cost?
Well, yes, anybody can get it, and the cost is around $2,500. We're really trying to make it affordable. There are suits out there that cost $5 or $10 million trying to do the same thing. We want to be able to have the maximum impact out there.
It's amazing when it really makes you feel like just weightless.
Right, and I can imagine even carpal tunnel as you're typing, because your arms would literally be above the keyboard. There's so many applications that is going through my head right now.
It's incredible support.
We found that for every application we think of, there must be a dozen more that haven't even occurred to us yet. And we're listening carefully to the customers and get that feedback.
You'll probably get a whole lot of emails after this segment, some new ideas that you can get to work on. Eric, Tony, appreciate it.
Thank you very much.
And nice work with your
nice
O's.
circle. You got nice X's.
I did the X's, yeah. All right, well, to check out the Zero-G arm, head to Allie's blog, cnn.com/Allie. We'll link you to the Equipoise website and also hook you up with a CNNmoney.com article on this very same technology. It is so cool.